Alright, and now it's chapters 5, 6, and 7. Things are starting to get a little bit more interesting. Things are kind of starting to get a little bit more like old Nintendo games from back on the original Nintendo. It's more about precision jumping and knowing the timing of things, all that sort of stuff. Really, you don't have all of that in today's video games. It seems like there's multiple ways to go about doing a lot of different things. Of course, that's what happens when you have 3 dimensions. You have 3 dimensions of movement instead of just up, down, left, and right. You can go around obstacles instead of having to confront them head on. In some ways, it's been an improvement in games. Some of the old games on Nintendo, I remember, they just kept going forever. You really couldn't ever beat the game. They just kept speeding up until eventually you died. So here you want to run away from this wheel. You'll fall in. And now they throw a rock and a wheel combo. But if you dodge the rock, you'll be fine and you won't even get hit by the wheel, so you don't have to worry about it. The game never does explain who those people are. I'm kind of curious about it, but I don't know. Maybe they'll make a sequel and explain some stuff further, but some of the beauty of this game is just the open-endedness and how it leaves everything open for interpretation. It's a lot of the controversy, or a lot of the arguments, I guess is a better word, surrounding the game is just the way people interpret it and the different things it means to different people. There's a good example of the timing that I was talking about. I wish I could grab that little rope there and have him haul me up into the treehouse. I would think there'd be some sort of reward for getting up there, but I don't think it's possible. Apparently there are other little eggs hidden throughout the game other than the achievement eggs, but I haven't found any of those. Oh look, our old friend is back again. Thing is like the Bruce Willis of spiders. Just Die Hard, or I guess even Unbreakable. Isn't that another movie he was in? I guess you could go 2 ways with that analogy. I hated this part. I just had to sit there and wait for him. Run away! Run away! Oh! He falls down the hole. Caught between a rock and a big-ass spider. And he goes down again. Is that the last of him? I spent the whole rest of the game just waiting for him to appear again. I thought he'd be like a final boss or something, just because of the way he kept following me throughout the game. Just a long stretch of nothing through here. I'm not sure why they didn't put something in there. Oh. Back again. If you can see where I'm standing, there's a little point in the ridge in the background, and that is the extent to where his tentacle reaches. If you get past that, he can't reach you. And then you can just jump on him. Once you jump on his tentacle, he doesn't move anymore. I guess it's not a tentacle, it's a leg. I don't know what I'm talking about. Although he did rape me with it quite a few times when I was learning how to deal with this. But finally, it's the end of the spider. No, he doesn't come back anytime in the game. That was, well, right here's chapter 7. So he chased you from chapter 3 right up to chapter 7. I think he's the most commonly occurring character in this game, other than you as the multiple player, as the main character. And I miss. But luckily I didn't fall into a trap or anything, so I get a nice second chance. It's no problem. I don't know if that's coming through the microphone or not, but my dog's trying to interfere with this commentary too. He's there barking away. I was kind of unsure about this water the first time, but you can walk through it no problem. And then you get to use dead bodies for flotation. If you see what's going on with that guy's head and why he's just stumbling blindly into the water, you'll find out soon enough, because you get to deal with brain slugs a lot in this game, especially in the upcoming levels. So since I already knew what was coming up, I decided to drag this body up here and use it right here. But if you don't drag the body, there's a guy on the other side of this little pit that will throw rocks at you, and it's kind of funny. He just tries to taunt you into trying to come over into getting him, and then you fall in that and get crushed. But I guess if you go ahead and drag the body up there, he doesn't appear. So that's kind of a letdown. That's one of the funnier points in the game, is the guy throwing rocks, somewhat taunting you. Here's a tricky part. The first one, this middle part, is the save spot. The second one, the middle part, is the trigger. And you have to remember that, because you get to deal with it again in just a second. Because here's some people in battle helmets shooting blowguns at you. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. The first guy falls in the pit, 2 more follow you. First one sets that trap off. Yeah, I think you know what happens from there. But at least you get free passage back. So, we're coming up on the end here. And let's see, it'll be 8 will be the next chapter. Things start getting a little trickier.